Good morning, warriors. Fernando here, God's Prepared Warrior, and welcome to Monday. It is June 29th, and we're getting closer to July 1st and closer to America's 250th anniversary. And I hope that you are excited about that and are going to celebrate with your family. Don't forget, tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, this is our live gathering where we all get together on YouTube, and if you are on TikTok, and we go live. So 9 o'clock Central Standard Time tonight, and join us for God's Prepared Warrior Live, and we look forward to seeing you tonight. The link is already up in YouTube, so make sure you go and you subscribe if you have not yet to God's Prepared Warrior, and go to the live tab and click on the notification bell for tonight's live so that you're notified once the stream goes live. Just real quick about that, I always turn it on about 15 minutes to 9 so everybody can start gathering into the chat, and our community is there, and they are always there early and they're already chatting it up. So come on down tonight. Don't forget, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, and join the community there. Okay, so today a few probably weeks back, I talked about weather here in Texas. Now I want to talk about weather nationwide, right? Because heat is coming, okay? So I want us to prepare for the heat before it arrives. And so as we move deeper into the summer, right, much of the United States is going to be experiencing extreme heat. Meteorologists are warning that temperatures in some areas will climb up to the upper 90s, where, you know, people were never in the 90s, and they're going to experience Texas heat, right? And they're going to also experience well over 100 degrees with, heat index values, making it feel even more or even hotter, right? So heat is often called the silent disaster, if you didn't know that. Unlike a tornado or a hurricane, you can't always see it coming. Yet every year, extreme heat claims lives, causes power outages, and also a huge strain on the electrical grid, and it sends thousands of people to the hospital. And so, as God's Prepared Warriors, we don't wait until the temperature rises. We prepare before it does, right? It's important to stay hydrated. I can't say that enough. Water is your friend, right? So make sure, guys, that, as it begins to become hotter, you're going to be outside. Make sure you're drinking water. For example, right? We just went on a ride not too long ago, a couple of weekends ago. And, I was explaining to some of my friends, don't be drinking water day of, right? We need to be drinking water days before so that it's in your system already. You're hydrated and you're going to be okay to take this long ride. So stay hydrated, right? Don't wait for the day to, I'll drink all the water today. No, it needs to already be in your system. So stay hydrated, because your body cannot function without water, especially in the heat. Don't wait till you're thirsty to start drinking. You got to start drinking it now, right? I would say make sure that you have drinking water stored at home. That's important. That way you're able to grab and go, right? I would, take extra bottles. If you're going to go out walking or exercising, take extra bottled water with you in the vehicle. Make sure that in your bag, in your go bag, your crossbody bag, whatever you use, that you have electrolyte drinks or electrolyte packets so that you can add to your water, right? Especially if you're going to be working outside. It's important for you to take frequent breaks and drink water consistently throughout the day. That is important. This is how you stay hydrated, right? It's also important to make sure that you are preparing for power outages, right? Extreme heat places tremendous stress on the electrical grid. And, if the power goes out, during a heat wave, it can become very dangerous in your home in a very short amount of time. So, ask yourself, do I have battery powered fans? Are my power banks fully charged? Do I have flashlights at the ready? Because what if it goes out in the middle of the night? You just never know, right? You can ask yourself, can I keep my refrigerator closed to preserve food? Because if you don't have a backup power source, you don't want to be standing there with the refrigerator open thinking about 30 minutes or what you're gonna eat, because you're gonna lose all your cold out of the refrigerator. So you're gonna need to keep it closed more often than normal, right? Should ask, do I know where the nearest, cooling center is if I need to get out of the house because it's too hot? The city, major cities, some towns will have cooling centers. It's good to know that. Add it to your plan. So think about this. Prepared warriors think through these questions before an emergency ever happens. Should be added to your plan, right? Keep your vehicle ready, right? Your vehicle may become, a lifeline during an emergency. And it's important to service your vehicle, right? We're coming into the summer months, and, it's important to take your vehicle, get it serviced, get it ready for the summer, right? That means that you're probably going to need a coolant flush. That probably means you're going to need to switch from antifreeze to coolant, right? And in your system, so your car doesn't overheat. That's important. So, make sure you're doing that.
Copy that, Tango November. Whiskey Alpha checking in.
Before you do that, check your coolant levels, check your tire pressure, make sure your air conditioning is working. Keep at least half a tank of fuel. Actually, I would say 3/4 of a tank of fuel, right? Store extra water, snacks, first aid kit. Make sure all of that is in here, right? And then never leave your children or your pets inside a parked vehicle, even for a few minutes. We've already seen in the news people doing that. It's crazy. Stop doing that. Check on others, right? Preparedness isn't just about protecting, ourselves. It's about caring for our neighbors, right? We should be reaching out, to the elderly, people in our families, neighbors who live alone, friends with medical conditions, anyone who may not have reliable air conditioning, or, a simple phone call could just make a life-saving difference, right? It's important to do that. We need to know our risks, right? Every region has different challenges. If you live in Texas, it's hot most of the year. Some communities are facing dangerous heat, right? Others are battling wildfires. We're going through that right now, right? Some are dealing with drought conditions. We, as God's prepared warriors, we should ask, what is the greatest weather threat where I live? And am I ready for it, right? Preparation begins with awareness. The spiritual lesson here is this. The Bible often uses heat and fire as reminders that life brings seasons of testing. Isaiah 43:2 is one of those. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. God doesn't promise that we won't face difficulty or difficult seasons. He promises to walk with us through them. That's so wonderful. As a prepared warrior, we prepare wisely, but our confidence is not in our supplies. Our confidence is in the Lord. So here's today's challenge for you. Take 15 minutes today and prepare your home and your vehicle for the heat. Do it now before all of that comes, right? Fill your water containers up, right? Charge your batteries. Check on your neighbors. Review your emergency plan with your family, because preparedness isn't just about surviving the next emergency. It's about becoming the kind of person who is ready to serve, ready to lead, and ready to encourage others when difficult days come. So, guys, stay cool, stay faithful, right? Stay vigilant and stay prepared. Have a great Monday, guys. Don't forget to join our live tonight. It's going to be super awesome. I can't wait to see all of you guys tonight. It's going to be fun, and I look forward to seeing you then. So be safe. Have a great Monday, and I'm praying for all of you, and we'll talk to you soon again. God bless.